Emily Johnson actually said that Cassie did choke on of sort when Diddy forced this to allegedly urinate in her mouth. They did say inner circle numerous times, I believe, really trying to amplify the RICO charges. Diddy couldn't have done all of these crimes without his inner circle, right? Without his bodyguard, without his driver, without his assistant. They talked about alleged kidnappings. That one time he kidnapped his assistant to go and try to find Cassie when he thought Cassie was cheating. I mean, it was wild. I feel like I could go on forever, but I won't.
It's official. This Diddy trial has ripped off its polite gloves and is now throwing punches nobody saw coming. What started as Cassie's horrifying story has exploded into something far bigger. We're not just talking about celebrity gossip anymore. We're talking about courtrooms filled with whispers, leaked audio, and a wave of old footage pulling major stars into the fire. After weeks of the prosecution focusing on Cassie's allegations, the abuse, the freak-offs, Diddy's control, things took a turn. The courtroom suddenly zeroed in on shocking audio recordings.
Cassie told the jury that the offs made her feel disgusting and humiliated and worthless.
She did say these lasted between 1 and 4 days, and it would take her an equal amount of time to get her body recovered, to rehydrate, to rest.
Well, I think we're going to learn a lot about the nature of Cassie's relationship with Diddy.
Cassie Ventura just named Christina Quorum as keeping tabs on her for Diddy.
The second thing that was discussed this morning, will the media be able to see video of these?
And not just any recordings. These tapes allegedly feature Diddy, Will Smith, and Meek Mill in highly compromising situations. It started quietly. A few days ago, a video with no audio surfaced from a hotel lobby. People assumed that was it, but sources from inside the court say something else dropped: audio. Real, raw, graphic sound. Phones were banned, and journalists couldn't record. Witnesses described the courtroom freezing in stunned silence. Someone who heard the tape said it involved male-on-male acts and laughter in the background. The room was dead silent. And right after it played, a new witness list was announced. Not strangers, people from Diddy's circle, former artists, staff, insiders, people who lived this.
He said he saw Diddy at one point after an encounter, Cassie by the hair from her computer seat all the way back to her bedroom while she was and screaming and after she apologized and came out, he said that Diddy said, okay, you guys want to continue, and he couldn't perform. And that was it. From there, he could not perform after that. And he saw Diddy Cassie 2 or 3 more times after that as well.
Dawn Richards, formerly of Danity Kane, testified. Paparazzi caught her leaving court visibly shaken. Reports say she confirmed what Cassie described, that Diddy beat Cassie over something as small as food not being ready, then threatened Dawn the next day. Court transcripts quote him saying, "What y'all saw was passion. People talk and go missing." Even Diddy's daughter walked out of court with a blank face, silent and pale. She had just heard the audio too. Now Will Smith is in this mess. When his name came up in court, the internet went wild. Old interviews and podcast clips got dragged back up. One that resurfaced showed comedian Luenell casually claiming Will and Diddy had been intimate. Nobody paid attention the first time. Now, it's everywhere. Then brother Bilal, Will's former assistant, added fuel to the fire. He claimed he once walked in on Will Smith and actor Dwayne Martin having sex. He described it in graphic detail. When Will denied everything, saying, "I ain't near that man," it backfired. The internet flooded with pictures and videos of Will and Diddy clearly hanging out together over the years. Now, let's talk about Meek Mill. His name came up during the playback of these so-called freak-off tapes. Unlike Will, who stayed calm, Meek went into meltdown mode online. His tweets were a non-stop stream of defensiveness. The more he posted, the worse it looked. People have joked about Meek and Diddy for years. Nicknames like Diddy's intern or pocket puppet were common. Now, those jokes seem more like early warnings. One video showed Diddy throwing Meek a birthday party full of shirtless men. In it, Diddy calls Meek daddy, saying, "I love you, daddy." The internet never forgot. Now, Meek's every move is under the microscope. His attempts to deny everything are met with memes, clips, and old tweets. Every laugh, every hug with Diddy is being dissected. And that infamous birthday clip? It's viral all over again. But the real heat is coming from what no one has seen or heard. That courtroom audio. There hasn't been a single leak. No clip, no photo, not even a muffled whisper. Just reports of how disturbing it was. One insider claimed the audio included Diddy laughing while another man cried, that it was clearly exploitative. There's even an unverified rumor of a tape involving Diddy and Meek. It might be false, but the fact it gained traction shows how intense the speculation has become. What makes this worse is the silence from the authorities. They haven't confirmed the tapes, nor released them. Some say it's about protecting identities. Others believe it's because the tapes are just too explosive, that they involve names too powerful to expose. If these tapes ever surface, they won't just ruin Diddy. They could shatter careers, derail endorsements, and drag more names into the spotlight. People are calling it the tip of the iceberg. The Diddy trial started with Cassie, but it's quickly becoming about something much deeper. A culture that might have existed unchecked in the entertainment industry for years. Now, it's all unraveling. And in the middle of it all, Diddy's once flawless public image is cracking fast. He isn't just a music mogul anymore, he's the face of a growing scandal. And judging by the silence surrounding those audio tapes, the worst might still be yet to come.